Morning, everyone. How are you this morning? It is Wednesday today, October the 1st, first of the month. My name is Debbie Scott. I'm your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Brigden, Ontario. And we have a really nice sunny day out today. Like it's still kind of summer here, which is super nice. So yeah, beginning of October. And that's kind of a big deal in Stampin' Up! World. It's the beginning of the new year, and there's a lot of things going on. First of all, this is super exciting. I wanted to show you, we have some new kits coming out in October, and they're all Christmassy, holiday themed. We have a really nice scrapbook kit here, a memory keeping kit. I did one similar to this, I think. I did it as my trip to Mexico, and it looks similar in that you get the little book and you put the pages in it, and yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. And then also we've got this one for making tags for Christmas gifts, and it's got all the nutcrackers on there. It looks super cute. And then this one is hard to see, but it looks absolutely beautiful. It's white and soft pastels. This one has different Christmas trees on it, and then the little crumb cake deer on there and some snowflakes. This one says sending joy. It's got a little poinsettia flower on there and some ornaments. And then this one says Merry Christmas from our home to yours, and it has a little house on there and some little branches, I think. But they're absolutely beautiful. Like, this is not doing it justice at all. Those are some gorgeous cards there. So those are new. They just came out today. And then the other thing that we have going on is a really great starter kit promotion. So if you wanted to get a discount, you want to join in on the fun that Stampin' Up! Offers, they have two different join offers for October. You can get, your first offer is $252 worth of product for $135. And the second offer is $165 for only $48. So your product, you get to choose any product that you want. It can be all new product. It can be old product from a retiring list. It can be sale product or regular priced. You can put anything in there that you like. You will also get a paper pumpkin kit, and of course you'll get your discount. You start at 20% discount on your products, and there's no tax, and I'm pretty sure there's there's definitely no shipping, and I'm pretty sure there's no tax in Ontario on your kit. And what else was I going to say about that? You get a paper pumpkin. Yeah, and it's a really great deal. So if you wanted to join my team, now is definitely the time to do it. And that sale goes until October 31st. Talking about paper pumpkin, I have a sale on myself that goes until the 10th of October. If you sign up to subscribe for paper pumpkin, you can subscribe for 1 month or 3, 6, or 12 months. And if you subscribe through me by October the 10th, then you will get a free embellishment, and I'll just send that in the mail to you. And if you sign up by the 10th, you will be getting Cozy Christmas, and it's kind of a classic holiday card theme. It's like red and green, and it's got some white flocking detail on there. It looks super pretty, super cute. All right, so that's all the news that I wanted to share with you today. And I'm going to get started on our project. So this week, I am using the Delicate Pines bundle. It is an online exclusive, so you won't find it in the catalog, but it is very easy to find online, and it is part of a suite. So it has some great 12 by 12 papers here to choose from, and it's got a ribbon and an embellishment also. So you can get all of this together in the suite, or you can of course order each item individually. And that's what I did. I just got the bundle. So I just got the stamp set and the dies. I thought the dies are absolutely beautiful. And so yeah, that's what we're going to be working with today. And along with that, I am using our new embossed paper. It's got some snowflake embossing on there. Comes in a package with 6 sheets. And super, super nice. It's really pretty. Just to note, it's not the same color as our Whisper White cardstock. It is a little bit brighter. So this is our Whisper White cardstock, and this is the white. I'm going to guess that this is Willow White. I think it's called Willow White. That came from Close to My Heart. I think that must be the color. It's also the same as any labels that you would get in the paper pumpkin kits. So just to keep in mind, it's not the same color as our normal white paper. So today I am making 2 6x8 layouts. That's what I'm kind of working with for my 2025 scrapbook. Sometimes I do a 12x12 if I prefer, but for this layout, I'm going to do 2 6x8s. So really, I'm only losing this top portion of my layout. So if you wanted to convert this into a 12x12 layout, you could do that pretty easily. Just don't split it down the middle, and you would just have some white space at the top and the bottom. And with this beautiful embossed paper, that's not really a problem. It's going to look absolutely beautiful. So I've already got my pieces cut here. So they're going to go like this. And then I have some pictures of our puppy. This is Charlie. Me and Charlie in the side-by-side. He likes to go for rides in the side-by-side. It's his favorite thing to do, I think. And then I have some here. I just printed out, I actually printed out 6 of these square photos on one 4x6. And then I just cut the bottom 2 off. I decided to just go with the square so that they would be similar in size here. And so I would have some room for my words on the bottom. So I have cut out the words Snow Fun. And I cut those using our big giant alphabets. I forget what this is called. Party alphabet dies. So as you see, I'm not going to be able to fit snow all the way across here. So what I did instead is I stamped this snowflake here. And I stamped it with Versamark ink, and then I used embossing powder so that I could get the white on the crumb cake. So it does make it glossy and it's raised and it looks super pretty. I'm not sure if that will show up in the video or not, but I'm going to use that as my O. And that's going to go across the top there. And this crumb cake paper has a bit of texture to it. And it's not available anymore, and this was the very last of it that I have in my stash. So it was kind of nice to get that used up. And that's going to go across the bottom here. I may kind of tip it out, go like that. If these are great letters for adding embossing to, so I would just cut them out and then run them through an embossing folder after. And some great ones would be the exposed brick. That would look nice on here, or our birch wood, and both of those are still available. So then I've just cut a couple pieces of crumb cake to go on either side of my photos here. And And I used my embossing folder for these as well. And this is an older one. It's one that came in a pack of 2. I think it's snowflakes on the other one, but it is retired. I just wanted those pine boughs on there. So those are going to go on either side. So once I kind of got everything laying down, I didn't really have any spot for my journaling, and I did want to write a little bit. So what I've decided to do is I've typed out my journaling and I die cut it with a tag. Shoot, I put it away. This one is current. I really like this set. Label Me Grateful. So I've just die cut it using that label there. And I'm going to create a little pocket so that this will tuck right in there. So maybe I will do that first. So I think I can lay these down flat, and then I will be popping up my photos so that I have room for my tag to fit underneath. I'm just going to put those flush with the edge. There we go. Now I want this to be even on both sides. Oh. I think that looks straight. And then I'm going to use our foam adhesive strips. These are a little bit thicker than our regular dimensionals. Trying to find a pack here. So you can see they're, I don't know if they're double the thickness, maybe not quite double. But it is nice when you have something that you want to slide in and out. It gives you a little bit of extra room. So I'm just going to lay this here because I want to know where to put it on the bottom. I don't want this to fall all the way down in so that you can't see it. I want it to stick out a little bit. So I'm going to put a piece straight across here. So we're going to go about there. And then this you can easily just tear, or if you'd rather, you can use some scissors. And then if we go fairly close to our tag, then that's just going to hold it in place so it's not sliding all around. And that's just a great way to add some hidden journaling on your page. Sometimes you have some journaling that you don't necessarily want everyone to read, or if you just don't have a spot for it on your page, then you can add it in like that on a little tag. If I didn't want to do that, another option could be to do a flip flap. We have 4x6 flip flaps. We also have, I believe we have 4x4. So you could put your photo on the top, and then when you flip it, you could have your journaling underneath. And then that gives you a spot for more journaling as well, or more photos as well. There we go. And then that can just tuck inside like that. That looks cute. Okay, so I did stamp a few of this little branch image here, and I've stamped those in Mossy Meadow on some more of that crumb cake. And I'm just going to kind of tuck those underneath, and then I die cut a few of the little berries, and I thought the red would be kind of nice to add some color. The red and the green. It's nice to add some color to the layout. I'm going to stick a couple dimensionals at the end there, and then I'm going to put flat adhesive on the part that I'm going to tuck underneath my photos. So here, Alan was just cleaning off the sidewalk, cleaning the snow off the sidewalk. So he was kind of throwing it here. You can see the shovel. He's kind of throwing the snow at him, and he wants to catch it every single time. He's so cute. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. I've used our adhesive sheets on the back of those berries just to make it a little bit easier to adhere those. I just like to curl them up a bit just to give it a little bit more dimension on my page. Then this one I'm going to have kind of coming down like this. So I still have room to tuck my letters underneath there. And I think I'll just lay those down flat since I have some dimension there with my photos. And I'm going to put my U on first so that I get it in the center. I think right there looks about good. And then I do kind of like those tipped out. Adds a bit of fun to the page. I love these big letters. There's so much that you can do with them. You have so many options. There we go. We do have some other textured paper in the catalog right now, or online exclusive. I'm not sure which it is actually. There's metallic textured paper. And then there's also one, I should get it and try it out. It's one that has like a wood grain texture to it, and it's white, so then you can color it whatever color you want. Kind of a neat idea. So I have taken this tiny little snowflake and I've embossed it in white, the same as I did the bigger one over here. And I did one for each letter. So I thought that would just kind of add a little bit of interest to those letters. Where do we want that one? Up there maybe? I do want to note that these are the stamp set, the images are at 80% on the front here. So this image here is actually quite large. You see it's quite a bit bigger than what it shows on the front of the stamp case. The only reason they do that is so that they can fit everything on the front here. But it is a good thing to note when you're picking it out, just to know how big it is. So I think I will use dimensionals for these. I'm just going to use these little mini ones. There. So that is that page complete. Okay, so for this one, I have created a border to go underneath my photo here to just be peeking out a bit. And I just stamped in Versamark and used the embossing powder, heated it up. If I were to be doing this again, you might want to start with your center one and move out, because I have like 3 1/4 fit across there. So that's going to come down. So I didn't worry about the whole snowflake because that's going to come down like that and cover that top portion. And then I just fussy cut around the bottom. Okay, so we're going to have snow go across there. Just thinking how far down we want this. Maybe like that. I did take one of those other, remember I said I had printed out 6 square photos. I did take one that I like, and I'm just going to place it there, kind of over top of my jacket. So that's going to go like that. Yeah, I think kind of right there is good. So I think I'll lay that all flat, and then maybe I'll pop up my snowflake. I'm going to do just the bottom of this first and lay that on my border. Oops. And then I'll lay that all down. So if you're watching either live or the replay, feel free to say hi. Let me know where you're from. It's always nice to see who's watching. I'll move that up just a tad. There we go. I think I'll do my letters next. Now I do have to overlap my S and my N a little bit to make it fit. So I think I'll start with my W. And our S is going to be over top. So this will do our N next. There, if I line it up with the lines, then my N is going to be right on the 6-inch line. And I'm just centering between the top and my photo. Oh, look at my nails, they look awful. It's almost nail day. I kind of ruined these ones pretty quickly. I was doing a bunch of cleaning in my craft room. And yeah, they got ruined pretty quick. I left them a little bit longer than I normally do, and that's not really a good thing for me. It just doesn't work for me. All right, so I'm going to pop up my snowflake. I'm going to use some bigger dimensionals for that. I'll put 2 on there, I think, should be good. And then I've got some more of those little mini snowflakes. 1, 2, and 3. This one I didn't get perfectly lined up with my die cutter. I think that looks cute. So yeah, there are dies for all of these. There it is. There's a little small one. And then these little branches, they make little snowflakes like that when you place them all together. So this one they give you 3, so you can just run it through once, but this one they just give you 1, so you got to run it through a few times. Oh yeah, we'll add our other little picture here of Charlie. It looks like he's about ready to catch the snow there in that one. So that's going to go over top there. So I think maybe I'll pop that up too. I love that picture of him. That's super cute. Oh, and then I do have one more branch here that I'm going to put at the top of this photo. So I'll do the same. I'll put the dimensionals at one end, and then a glue dot for the other end. And then I've got another thing of berries here to add. So we add some red to this layout as well. Oh, before I do that, I'll just set that down there. I have a bow made of linen thread to tie in the linen thread from this side too. So I'm going to stick that on a glue dot, and then I'm just going to kind of fold my glue dot in half so that you can't see it quite as much there. And then I'm going to put those berries kind of just right on the middle. There we I pulled out some gems. I pulled out our basic rhinestones, but then I found these ones. And I kind of like these. These are just our sparkle gems. I forgot to check right before I went on to make sure they were current, but they are in my current pile. So I think they are current. And I thought about doing a small one on each of the little snowflakes, which I do have enough because I've got 7 there and I just need 6. I guess that goes that way. There we go. And then one on here. And maybe I'll put 2 down here as well. Would kind of be nice to add some more on this page because I've got extra on this one. I think I'm going to just leave it. Don't want to go with too much. So there we go. There's our quick 2 6x8 layouts for today. Alrighty, so that's all I have for you today. And if you have any questions regarding the new join offer or the new Christmas kits that are out, please just message me and let me know, and I will be more than happy to help you with that. Have a nice week. Bye.